my left side, and we shall be here ready. It will be very hot. We will be touching on things concerning our youth, mostly in the county government of Kajiado. We will also touch briefly generally about the national government, but basically we will be concentrating on our beloved county Kajiado. Kwa hivyo mtazamaji wetu wa siku ya leo, tayari mgeni wangu ako pamoja na sisi. Karibu sana saa.
Shukran sana.
Yes, karibu.
Yes.
Nasikiaje ukiwa huku?
Niko sawa.
Uko sawa?
Yeah, it's a new place. Yeah, Kajiado is growing anyway.
Yeah. Kajiado is growing.
Yeah, Kajiado.
These are some of the things that are showing that Kajiado is growing.
Yeah, these are some of the things that shows Kajiado is getting into the world as well. Yeah, because it has been there before. Kajiado has been left behind for so many things, but now it's lighting up and people are realizing that Kajiado has potential as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's a big congratulations to Planet Gym.
Big congratulations to you guys.
Yes.
You're doing an excellent job. Yeah.
Congratulate me well. Unajua nimekuleta hapa wezi kuja huku tu na wezi ni congratulate vizuri.
Congratulate my friend, you know it's you're my long time friend, you
Thank
know.
you.
Yeah, we grew together back then. Although I was elder at
nakumbuka hiyo life.
Yeah.
Mambo ilikuwa moto.
Mambo ilikuwa sawa. Wanaume upitia changamoto and then they come up as well, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
But finally today you are on air.
Finally I'm on air. And
but you are used to these things.
Kinda I'm used to, but not that much. Yeah. I don't like public so much, but you know, at times you have to showcase something.
At least you articulate yourself, watu wakusikie.
Kabisa.
Mr. B anasemaje?
Yes.
Karibu sana my brother.
Thank you very
much. This is Planet Gym TV.
Sure.
And we will be very much ready to listen to your wisdom, touching on the young people.
Yeah.
And basically, as I told you earlier, today we have a very nice topic, and we will be talking about talents. Vijana na talanta katika county yetu ya Kajiado. But before that, could you just introduce yourself to your beloved people? Wakujue wewe ni nani, umetoka wapi, unafanya kazi wapi, kabla hatujaendelea.
Kweli.
Nahitaji maji moto.
Yeah, kinda. To those watching me, my real names are Bernard Mireru. But I have an alias. I'm called Mr. B.
Mr. B.
Yeah, Mr. B. Me, I'm an entrepreneur. I do a lot of like cars and such. I do construction as well. I'm a supplier. Basically, me, I've dealt in a wide range of activities. Mi ni mse wa jua kali kidogo. So me, I'm street smart anyway. Yeah, so I can say
you're a diverse man.
Yeah, I'm a very diverse man.
Okay.
I can do across all the boats. Yeah.
Then we are lucky to have you here.
Maybe it's kind of.
Karibu sana. What took you to all these fields?
You know, as you grow up, you don't know where your destiny is, and you don't know where you can get food on the table. Is where you rush to. Okay. And many times you don't have to wait for the right thing. You have to try so many things before you get into your main thing.
True.
So that's what led me to, I come from a humble background as well. So it's a place where you really have to fight for yourself, you know, and then you make sure that also your family is well kept, because there is a man in your family as well. So that led me to be such diverse.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So basically, now that you've told us that you are very diverse, when you say you are kali, you are an entrepreneur, you are doing sales, marketing. Now, what specifically do you do mostly? What do you enjoy doing?
I really enjoy doing. I'm a car man. I like cars. Yeah, I love cars. So from maybe a period of now 1 year, I've been in cars industry so much. So basically, I love cars, and I do car hires.
Okay.
Yeah, so anytime even your company.
Kwa hivyo tukihitaji gari
car, I can even.
Yeah, you
can just holler me. Yeah.
Mimi nimepigwa na vumbi ya Kitengela bwana.
Kitengela kuna vumbi.
Na uko na gari.
Kitengela kuna vumbi.
Sasa mbona nitembee mguu?
Hiyo vumbi imetupiga. You know, as we used to be sand harvesters. Sasa hivyo hii Kitengela tumejenga vibaya sana sisi. Sisi tumejenga hii dunia tumejenga sisi.
Yes.
Kenya tumejenga.
Now, karibu sana.
Thank you so much.
Okay, today we are touching on the youth.
Sure.
But before we go there, we have seen you in the political field most of the times. You said you are a diverse man, and we have seen you in political grounds, doing politics in one way or the other. The other time we were seeing something to do with grassroots election, touching on the young men, because we saw you are I think it's youth representative in Kajiado East. So could you tell us about the grassroots election just before we go to Talanta?
Well, grassroots election is a is a party thing, particularly the ruling party now in Kenya. So it's basically all to do with the UDA, the ruling party, the president's party as well. And what he was trying to do is trying to make sure that the party is felt even in the ground.
The president.
Yeah, the party is felt in the ground. The presence of the party is felt on the ground. So they had to go.
But the party is popular already.
Yeah, the party is popular already, but not most people know deeper into the party. So
you mean somebody is in Kenya na ajui UDA?
Anajua jina.
Lakini ajui UDA ni nini?
UDA ndani yake kuna nini? In UDA there is.
Kwa hivyo UDA kuna mazuri huko ndani.
UDA iko na asali mingi ndani yake.
Tueleze ndugu yangu.
Yeah, UDA iko na asali mingi. So that's why it had to do something like grassroots.
Okay.
It was to get the delegates from the grass to represent the president in the grass. Huko mashinani. So that anytime the president wants to get information about even your area, Kajiado, for example, or the Imaroro ward, he can get a number and contact someone like me or someone like any other who has been elected. And sorry, I'm not vying for youth representative. I'm vying for Kajiado East professional groups.
Okay, professional groups.
Yeah.
What is that, sir?
A professional group is basically a group of, let's say, professionals, like learned persons. I'll be the one sharing like teachers, entrepreneurs, doctors as well.
Okay.
I'll be the one airing their issues on the party level. Yeah.
So what is the need of having that post?
The need of having that post is diverse. It's basically a large thing. Because
and professionals. Now I'm asking in the interest of our people, of course, our viewers. But now, when we talk about professionals, these are learned people, of course. These are people who are diverse like you. These are people who are well networked. So, what is the need of having that post?
You know, learned people has one big problem. Learned people believe that they can sustain themselves with their knowledge of learning. But they don't know in the government is where everything is.
Yes.
So they need someone to articulate their issues in the government. Right? So unless they get that someone to articulate their issues in the government,
but in a personal
they will
level,
remain learned, yes, but they don't know what's going on in the government. Like for example, in Kitengela, because that's basically where I'm sitting.
You reside?
Yeah, I'm a resident of Kitengela. There's a very good place called Chuna. Chuna is full of learned guys because it's a place of lecturers and such. But they don't know really what's going on in the government because they are just learned.
They are less concerned.
Yeah, they are less concerned. So they need someone who will come to them and tell them this is what the government is doing.
And this is how we should go.
And this is how we should go.
Okay.
And this is how our knowledge as professional is needed. Right? Because there are so many economists in Kenya, but at times you see people are complaining that the economy is bad. They don't know. They need such people to educate them about the economy.
Yes.
It's not that the president wants to demolish the economy. No. He's trying to build up the economy.
Yes.
If you can take, for example, let me take, for example, in Zimbabwe, what happened in Zimbabwe in the Mugabe's time.
Yes.
Mugabe had to chase away the expatriates and bring down the economy and build by himself. Mugabe really published money and give everyone money. So he built, when Mugabe was going out of the presidency, he has built his economy from 0 to 1.25%.
So basically, let's say that your interest here is to touch on the professionals.
Yeah, I'm touched with the
professionals. Hey, sir, you are so professional, Bwana.
Yeah.
Wewe utaki vitu za chini chini.
Not see evil, you know.
Thank you so much. We will come back to that later maybe.
Sure.
Because I must give you some time to kuomba kura.
Kweli kabisa.
Si ndio?
Yes.
Lakini utalilipa. Sawa tu. Now sir, today we are touching on vijana na talanta.
Sure.
Yes. What basically what would you have for talanta? Vijana na talanta. According to you.
Vijana na talanta is a wide thing. And every society's energy is bestowed on the youth. So if you want a long-lasting society with good morals and such, empower the youth.
Yes, empower the youth.
But there's one big problem in Kenya. I can say in most societies in Kenya that if an elder person tries to empower the youth, he doesn't see the need of empowering that youth. What he's seeing in that youth is competition.
Competition.
So you think this youth, when I empower, he can take your position? No, that's not the right thing. We need to empower youth because if you don't empower youth, there is a lot of dependency ratio in Kenya.
Okay.
And that's why youth end up being drug addict. They can go for very cheap things that will make themselves forget a lot of things. The economy as well is already harsh to them because they don't have things in their pockets.
Yes.
But if you engage youth, if you can engage the youth in some activities, even in groups, ya kulima and such, to get their small funds, those youth will be youth that are innovative.
Okay.
They'll be youth that are busy building the nation as well. But if you give them just chance to go and play in the PSS,
I want to ask you a question.
Sure.
Wewe ulikuwa na talent.
Mimi nilikuwa na talent.
Hiyo talent imekusaidia mpaka mahali umefika. You are an entrepreneur, you are a salesman, you are in the marketing field. Your talent imekusaidia.
You know, I'm diverse myself. Not just in my field of work, but as well in God blessed me, I can say such.
So many talents.
Yeah, because I remember I had very nice talents. And back in the high school.
Could you tell us
a few? Of course, if most of my age mates know that I'm a very good footballer.
I know that.
And I'm a very good basketball player. But you see,
lakini umebaki kuwa shabiki sasa.
Nimebaki kuwa shabiki.
What happened?
One time, let me now give you a story. One time we went to Thika United for trials. We were selected in our school. We were 5. And then what we ended up, we played for 1 week, keeping on trying. We were promised that a team called Southampton in England is coming to pick us. Shock on us. We were done with the trainings and such, and we went back to school when we were told in a week time we'll be called back. To date, we are still waiting for the call.
Until to date?
Until to date.
So what is happening generally?
What is happening in Kenya generally is corruption. Corruption is all over. Those people who are next to power or next to the guys who are fetching the talents.
Now, before we go to corruption thing, what did you need to improve your talent?
I need empowerment. I need good facilities. Only that.
Who should have done that for you?
I will have said those who saw that I have something in me. Yeah, because I come from a village where our parents didn't get the chance to go to school. So if you even tell them about the talent, they don't understand such things. What they understand is cows.
Okay.
Wanajua ng'ombe, mbuzi. Completely, that's what they understand.
Putting in mind that hata wao walikuwa na talent zao.
Yeah, walikuwa na talanta. Yeah, walikuwa na talanta. Like my father has a very nice talent to date. Yeah, he's a very nice human being too in carvings. Anaweza chonga vizuri sana. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. To date.
So now you being a footballer, you did not continue in the field of football.
I did not continue in the field of football because I lacked empowerment and I lacked where I can showcase my talent as well. Because I used to play in the local football. I think I played up to. I was almost joining a team in Kenya, but it failed because no one could give me the the platform again to showcase it. So
ile wanaita connection.
Sikuwa na hizo vitu.
So kwa hivyo hakuna connection.
You know, in Kenya papers, connection beats papers, you know. You can have papers but connection beats everything. So that's what happened in Kenya. If kama huna connection, hakuna mali unaweza fanya.
But I don't think in talent you don't need papers. Do you really need papers when it comes to
you
talent?
don't need papers in talent. You only need connection.
Okay.
But mostly in football, because in a thing like athletics, it's an open thing. Tunaona tu huyu jamaa ameshinda, so there is not corruption there. Ama favoring of something. Yeah.
So tuseme wale ambao wamenufaika ama wale ambao wamesonga na zile talanta zao ni wale ambao walipata connection fulani na wakaunganishwa na ikawa sasa wamepata ile kusonga ama kuimarika katika talanta zao.
Yeah, basically those who got the chance to be even in the better institutions where they are, you know, Nairobi is the city of Kenya. So if you've studied around Nairobi, and most of the activities are done in Nairobi, in Kenya. So if you really studied in Nairobi, you got that chance. But as well, the connections also, because you all know of Eric Kapaito.
Yes.
We schooled together with that guy. He was lucky to get a sponsor who took him out.
Yes.
And he was brought to Laser Hill Academy. After that, he was taken to Norway and such. And I think it was 2019, he was Kenya's Premier League top scorer.
Okay.
So you saw either connection beat everything as well.
Okay, how do you address this matter now when considering Kajiado County? Because you said you are a diverse man. And it's so beneficiary to have you here. Because when we address the talent thing, we are getting that so many of our young people are there outside, they are jobless. So many of them are idlers. So many of them are drug abuse addicts. So many of them are actually they are just out of school hanging around doing. Sasa wameanza kufanya, ndio manake unapata kuna hii mambo ya wizi sijui nini. How do you address this matter? How do you give it weight when it comes to county government of Kajiado?
In matters to do with the county government, I will, if I got a chance to work in the county government, I will propose something like purely, apart from this Ministry of Sports and Gender, I'll just bring out, I don't know how I can separate the two, to have gender side and sports and youth side.
Okay.
Because you see, the ministry itself is too congested with a lot of things, so that they forget even the youth needs this. And you know, Kajiado is one of the richest county in Kenya, and it's one of the largest. So, and it has vast lands, so they can build. Actually, the county government of Kajiado can build facilities where the youth can engage. And if they can do such things, they will digest the youth. They will assimilate them into those areas.
Yes.
And you will never see again youth in Kajiado idling or such. And they will be purely engaging in something that will benefit them. So I will wish if Kajiado County can separate the two and have purely, or locate another ministry that purely deals on the youth alone and empowering the youth completely, because that's what is failing most of Kenyans now. Like if you see in Kajiado, our MP is really doing a nice thing, because the area MP has promised even to promote 3 teams to the National Super League in Kenya, which is a very excellent thing.
It's one way of promoting talents.
Yeah, it's one of promoting talent, and it's one way of showing those guys that they can be something, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, they've been left completely by the, you know, in Kenya, you only use youth when you want an elective post. Once it's over, you don't have time for those youth again.
Sir, we have a board in charge of youth. We actually have an organization today in Kajiado County, KCYA, and you are very much aware of it. And I know you have a lot of knowledge about it, which deals on youth alone. you see, which deals on youth matters a lot. Do they address this issue?
Now you see why I'm telling you such like you know the whole thing is around politics, and in politics it's dirty because you only need it when it's time for beneficial. If it benefits the bigger fish, that's the only time you are wanted. But you see now something like a group like Cassia, KCYA, because I'm very much aware of it and I'm conversant about what's happening there. You see, those guys lack funds and lack even the official offices where they reside and say, this is where we articulate our issues.
What?
You see? So, they're only elected, you only know now that there's an organization called KCYA, but to be hardened, it is not taken into heavy. The issue is taken heavily. Becomes another thing because you see, most people only know that youth care doesn't have wisdom or such. They only know that youth has energy to walk around and such and mobilize things
and do evil things, mobilize riots.
Yeah, they don't welcome the youth to the tables and discuss things and reflect them and take them heavily. What I can say is they don't take the things matters to do with youth heavily.
I want to understand something as well as our beloved viewers. Kuna kitu umesema kwamba unaweza kuwa umepewa kazi fulani lakini ukose kuwa empowered, ukose kupewa resources, ukose kupewa ofisi. Does it mean that KCYA, now this body that we are addressing, lacks all these things?
If I can say, if KCYA had a budget that allocated to them,
they don't have a budget allocated to them.
They don't have a budget allocated to them. So if KCYA had a budget allocated to them, it can be a heavy thing as well. Now everyone will hear about KCYA doing this and that. But now the organization have a lax budget. You see.
So what is the purpose of this organization then?
That's what I'm telling you. Basically, if it was the right government leading everything, or if the youth things were taken heavily, they would have allocated at least, let's say, 50 million for the organization to run across its own things,
to empower the youth, to promote talent issues.
So now, if you are holding meetings with high-profile people every day and then, but
and at the end of the day, you are not helping your people.
You yourself, you don't have even the budget to say, in my term as a youth leader, I allocated this and it happened. Basically, you lack the ground and the muscles as well to pull the youth into one pool.
So now, as a keen supporter of this thing, how do you address the KCYA now and the leadership itself?
I will want the KCYA, the KCYA leadership, to front things and to front to the county government a proposal that they should have a budget so that they can do their own things, let's say independently, because actually the body lacks independence. Because you see now the government of the day will be the one even that
deciding for their matters.
Yeah, deciding for their things. And let me tell you,
they want to assign what they should do.
And let me tell you, if you lack funds, there's nothing you can tell people about. Because the world has really changed. You might know how best you can put words together, but you lack that muscle to inject in. You see, funds everything. My pesa ndio kila kitu. Kwa hiyo kitu ya kuweka hapo,
kisha
utakuwa tunapiga mdomo bure.
Kwa hivyo wase hawana kitu, tuseme hivyo,
pesa ndio hawana tu. Mimi ningekuwa governor sasa hivi ningeallocate instant cash there.
Na hawana office.
They don't have official offices. You know, you can be rented something to do to decide on. Useme tu office ya kazi na waga mahali fulani, but if it is constitutional, you know, Kasia works independently.
How does this like begin? Do you have an history of how it started?
I don't have an history about it. It started really basically because it was started by.
We are touching on this because we are very much interested in how we can promote talents amongst our youth people, because we are seeing a lot of problem now in the youth. How do we empower them? So how did this board start?
We will be talking if we start now talking about how it started. That if we want to empower talents, we just go direct to the current governance of the KCYA and discuss
and address the same issue
and address the same thing.
They should be here.
Yeah, they should be here as well. I can even call the chairman, and someday he will be here. Yeah.
Please, they should be here.
Yeah, they should be here. I can give you the contacts and you call him and.
We will do that, sir.
Yeah.
So now, so according to your knowledge, ni vipi talanta inaweza saidia vijana?
Talanta inaweza saidia vijana sana. Kuna vitu siku hizi zinaitwa TikTok. Kuna jamaa anaitwa Sentema TV.
Yes.
Wewe jamaa ni talanta yake imemweka hapo.
Yeye ameamua kujituma mwenyewe.
It's talent mostly is believing in yourself. You believe you can do this. Just add some small hard work and you can be something. But as well, there are so many guys who are from privileged families that has talent. Like me, let's say I have two of my cousins who are very young boys, but they are, you can see something in someone. Me, I have spotted them that they have talent. But now the way to bring them to the limelight is the issue. Yeah.
But kujituma pia ni kitu ingine which is important. Even apart from we do like Sentema, you've given us a good example of Sentema.
Unajituma lakini
you did not have any connection.
Unajituma lakini unajituma for the right field. And the right figures to expose you as well. Unaweza jituma lakini huwezi jituma kivyako. Kujituma ni kuna kama mtu tu hapo nyuma yako mwenye anakupull.
But the effort begins from you.
Yeah, the effort is basically you. You are the one, you are the owner. You are the sole proprietor. So what you need is now funds. Unajua kila kitu inataka kusukumwa kidogo. Lazima usukume kidogo ndio.
Kama inaanza na wewe, we've got a very good example about Sentema, because yeye ameanza kwake kivyake na akajua kwamba ako na talent fulani na nitajituma, I'll connect to this person. Unajua pia huwezi pata hekima kama hujainuka, kama hujachangamka. That is, ukichangamka ujitume, uanze kujiconnect na wasee kadha wa kadha, unainuka. Now, can we say that those of us who are there outside idling, yet they have very good talents, what do you say about them?
Just what I said earlier, that if we get the right governance, they can build very good facilities where it's free and open for the youth to go and showcase themselves, their talents, so that now we can pick. This one has got a talent that can be needed somewhere.
Or if the government is not supporting that, what will happen?
Now we need individuals now. We need private sectors to come up. Yeah, and in the private sector come up and take the talents from the people. They can exploit them, and the county will get a name. Look now, for example, like a county like Eldoret. Yeah, it is a home of athletics. Everyone knows in the world, even all big names
and they have amenities promoting that.
Yeah, of course they have amenities.
Don't we have any amenity in Kajiado County promoting talents?
No, where there is no. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need to have that thing. And I wish the county government can give youth the Ministry of Sports to run
themselves.
Themselves. What they need is only that advice from the elder people, because I know youth, as youth, we have energy, right? And we can now see the good things and want to do that.
Ukipewa kama mwangaza hivi tu unachangamka wewe unasonga.
Bora tupewa advice and tupewa the right things to
platforms.
Yeah, the right platform to showcase the things.
Okay.
Kajiado needs only that. Give the youth the right platforms to showcase their talent, and it can be one of the best known counties in Kenya. Yeah.
Now, when we talk about that, when we talk about the county government coming up with amenities that will promote talent things, unajua sasa kuna talents tofauti tofauti. Kuna talents tofauti tofauti. Lakini unajua zile ziko kwa market sana sai. Ni zipi? So that we advise our young men.
Is the talents use network? I think there are upcoming things we never had there before, because even the digital world is bringing a lot of things as well, you know. So we have this like watu wa kuchangamsha wachekeshaji, comedies.
Comedies.
Yeah, comedies are one of the paying things in Kenya right now. If you look at Malamwa, if you look at Njuguna, if you look at Edibutita, there's my friend called GK Serikal. There are good things. There are paying things. All you need is the right platform. Showcase it. And actually, a platform like this now yours can even get a good name if they bring those guys to showcase the talent. It's about creating the name. It's about, you know, the brand itself. So if you brand yourself here, even the music industry, look at Sanino Bless in Kajiado County, look at Selembo. The guys are really doing good in industry. There was a Rift Valley Award winner yesterday, that is Nanana Siampala.
Yes.
They are doing good things. What they need is where can we showcase these things? Yeah.
Now, there is this issue of wale wengine wetu ambayo wamepata light na wakawa wamefika mahali, at least wameonekana. Like you are giving us a good example about kina Siampala, kina Selempo. Now, how are those guys going to help those who are under?
Now, there comes now a difficulty. That's why I was saying,
because the government might not take what we may address, but we ask. We are hopeful that they may take what the grievances that we are giving. But now, what about what if they fail?
Now there comes the issue now of some people don't see empowering someone as
an achievement or an opportunity.
They see it as competition. What they want to do is remove the mind of someone is competing
with you.
No. Empower that human being. Empowering someone is making your own name. Okay? If now that guy get empowered, outside there he'll be saying, I was empowered by someone. I was empowered by, for example, Sanino Bless. That's creating a big brand for yourself, you know, internationally, locally, and all of this, you know. So all I want to urge guys who have already seen the light is go back
and empower those.
Spot someone. Say this one has got talent. Take him. I will also want them to have labels, the signing records and such, because that's the only way your brand can grow up. Have your labels,
your own brand.
Yeah, sign guys to your label, because that's one way. Because you know, at the end of it all, it's talent that brings food on the table. You see, so talent is also work.
Of course, it's work.
It's your office.
If it's paying you, that's your office.
It's your office. So if you use your talent to think something else, like let me now create my own label where I can sign people into it. That's the thing. So go back to the ground, spot someone. This talent is good. It can even give some benefit to my label. Pick him up. Do some collabs with them. Do great thing with them. You are creating them at the door for yourself.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bwana B. Now we have this issue to do with education. We have the current education system, which has peaked. Of course, it has peaked, and we have the previous one. Amongst the two, which of these systems that will help promote the talent issue?
I will say now the current system will help promote the talent.
The current one.
Yeah, the current. Back in 844 system, you know, as we are veteran of that, we literally didn't have a lot of things like these PE sessions, the art and I don't know, art and craft things. We didn't have that. So now you can spot a talent of a child while still very young. So you'll channel your child.
Even right from school.
Yeah, you challenge your child the right thing
to that thing.
Yeah, the right thing to do. Yeah.
So can we say that the reason why so many talents are dying and so many talents are dying right now is because of the previous system?
Yeah, you don't have where to showcase it. So if you're a footballer, there's no time for you to go and play football. It's education all through. And I wish that one day we will go to the United States system where if you're an engineer, you just go to the field of engineering once and for all. There's nothing going later.
You don't go later for 8 years, so you 20 years, and university tena.
I have a friend who was studying medicine, and when I was in standard 5, he was in the field of medicine already, studying for 12 years. Now he's a qualified doctor. Yeah, so you don't have to go around loitering in the other thing. Why do you want to gather the knowledge of everything? Why the only thing you need is this specific? No.
You just go specifically.
Go directly.
Lakini tumesikia wazazi wengine wanalalamika kwamba
wanalalamika kwa sababu bado hawajaielewa. You know everything. You know, I give example like during the colonial time, there was something called assimilation. It was people taking the rest. So something needs time to diffuse, and now you get assimilated into it. We were really assimilated by the 844 system because everyone knew it's only...
And everyone is comfortable. So it became a comfort zone.
So if you want to try a new thing, you need to give it time until you see literally this thing is right. Yeah, you don't have to complain even at the immediate of the thing. No, there's nothing that starts and it's a smooth way. Everything starts a step.
Lazima kuwa na changamoto kidogo. So how do you advise them?
I will just advise them basically to wasinyime watoto kitu wameambiwa lete. Just give them.
Wape tu.
Wape watoto vitu wameambiwa.
Lakini
usipompea huyo mtoto kitu ameambiwa.
Mzazi anapewa mpaka assignment. Bwana wewe sasa umetoka job saa 4 usiku unarudi, assignment ya mtoto imekungojea.
Mimi nasaidia kijana wangu kufanya assignment. Yeah.
What about the illiterate parents? We have so many of our parents there outside.
Hata 844 walikuwa tu illiterate.
Yes.
Hata back in the 844 system walikuwa tu illiterate, so they don't have.
Lakini unajua hiyo wakati ya kukuwa na mambo ya naletea assignments sijui nini.
That's why I'm telling you the digital world is evolving. The world is evolving as well. Yeah, it's new things are coming up. Yeah.
So now you advise parents to adopt the current system.
Adopt the system, and everything needs time. Even for an economy to grow, it needs time. Yeah, it doesn't just get in and grow.
Okay.
It needs time. There are ups and downs, dynamics, you see. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. Can we touch on the national government now?
Well, a bit.
On talent issue.
Yeah, on the
how do you foresee?
I think Kenya is heading the right way right now in talents, because our CS for Ministry of Sport, Sababu Namamba, is really doing a good thing. Yeah, as for now, he's really doing good job. And I've heard that maybe from next year there'll be Talanta Mashinani.
Okay.
From the Ministry of Sport, so that's a good thing. It was a very nice
idea. What about Talanta Mashinani?
It was a very good idea to pick talent from the ground. Yeah, that's why I was telling you that if Kajiado could have built facilities on the ground, it could have been the best.
Will it help? Yeah, will it help?
Completely. It will. Yeah, it will.
But you know our county.
Yeah, let's hope the God will touch their hearts and see that these youth are suffering. Yeah. You know, at the end of the day, it's God. Yeah. I'm a pure believer of God.
So sasa kuanzia mwaka ujao tutakuwa tunapata Talanta Mashinani kutoka kwa national government.
Actually, the whole thing will change. You know, every now and then, it's Kenyan who speak negative about their leadership and such. Let's speak positive about them. Yeah. You don't speak negative and expect positive to happen. Speak positive and expect positive.
There is a phrase that that came to one of our newspapers yesterday. Not actually yesterday, today. Out of now how the Jamhuri Day was yesterday. Na wanasema Jamhuri kavu. Jamhuri kavu. Na unajua ile kitu inachangamsha hata kila kitu. Si unajua ni vijana. So now wanasema Jamhuri kavu. Kuna changamoto tu kama njaa, ukosefu wa elimu, kwa gharama ya juu ya matibabu na ukosefu wa ajira bado ni matatizo yanayohangaisha idadi kubwa ya Wakenya. What do you say about this phrase now?
Unajua,
we are still on the talent thing and
unajua media is also one of the things that unajua watu wanajua they know to play with words. Yeah, let's just say in Kenya a lot of people are not employed. And if there is
so many of them are not employed. If there is a lot of unemployment in Kenya.
If there is an employment, that's why such phrases come. Kavu. Because kavu in a new world where we are right now is money. Yeah, the cost of economy has gone up as well. Every Kenyan can feel. But you know the government is working day in day out to curb it. You've seen the government distributing the fertilizers, and actually let's hope from the next year around April everything will come back to normal.
Are you sure, sir?
It's a prayer, we hope. And
with the current situation we are right
and
now,
according to what we are seeing, even back in my village,
lakini kilio ni nyingi bwana.
Even back in my village, mimi nimepanda hata sasa. You can see now I'll reduce the cost of buying food. And what if you reduce, let me tell you, if you reduce the cost of buying something,
if you agree with me first, umepanda kwa sababu kumenyesha.
But basically all Kenyans plan because kumenyesha. Isini hata pia mnafaa kulaumu climate.
Lakini nani atalaumiwa kwa climate?
Sasa hiyo ndo nakwambia tunafaa kuelewa kwanza the challenges before we point fingers at the government. Tukielewa the weather challenges, we will not point at the government. No, because actually if you see the whole world, I've been to Tanzania recently last month actually. The fuel gone up terribly. Even when Kenya was when it was retailing at 196, in Tanzania it was 204 per liter. So it's not about Kenya only. No, the thing is happening all over the world. Yeah.
So you agree with the statement from the president? The president yesterday says during the Jamhuri celebration in Uhuru Gardens that our economy is improving. Unlike what the deputy president said previously, that we are almost out of the ICU.
Those things are almost the same. It's only that the words they used are a bit different. But I concur with the president because when he got into power, the unga of ugali was retailing at 230. Now it's...
What about now?
Now it's 170, 150.
Are you sure, sir?
I'm very sure because I have a family, so I buy things. So I know.
Na sasa sisi tunanunuanga wapi? Kama wewe unanunua 180, 130, sisi tunanunuanga wapi?
Si mnaenda tu supermarket tunanunua wapi?
No, so you are not sure of that.
I'm very sure. I can take you to Kikimada shop at Kikimada. Yeah.
So what are some of the evidences that are showing that our economy is improving?
If you see now the price of things coming down, it literally
without blaming the previous regime.
Yeah, without blaming them. I don't blame any regimes. No, because the regime did as per it was in the power.
Yes.
Now this regime is doing as they are in power as well. So I don't want to blame any regime. No. It's width of your knowledge and the knowledge of economics you have in your brain so that you can bring down the economies.
Okay.
Yeah, because Kibaki made the economy back when he was president at almost dying. But he picked up, he did very things. You know, what I will advise the president is don't speak.
Now, I want you to clearly show us, to clearly tell us some of the things that the government is doing to convince us that the economy is improving.
If you can see now,
najua kumekuwa kumoto.
if you see now a packet of unga coming from 230 to 180, that's a big margin that can show you that the economy is coming back to its.
Before I agree with you that the unga is coming down, right? Before I agree with you, I want us to give you to show us evident things that shows us the economy is improving. What is the government doing? But because we are still seeing them going for debts, we are seeing them going for debts. They are saying the best way of improving the economy is by now vile watu wanakuwa taxed. We are living in reality. We are paying debts, but now we are seeing them going for more debts.
Let me tell you, a country like the United States, tax even. I think if you they tax even.
Lakini hao watu wako mbele bwana. Ukuje tu Kenya.
I'm showing you things.
Ukuje tu Kenya.
I'm showing you. I want you to know the reality of how the world is working. If in the United States you can buy your own oxygen, which is taxed. Okay.
It is taxed.
Yeah, you can drive a car that is taxed. Kenya, you are so privileged that your cars are not taxed as well. And why that government? There are forms of government. Governments work differently. Like in Kenya, it's the wananchi who are rich. It's not the government. If you go a country like Tanzania,
ndio wamebeba vitu.
If you go a country
like wananchi ndio wanalia.
If you go to a country like Tanzania, it's the government that's rich. Okay, that's why the government to give loans to people. Now, because it's in our situation, it's the wananchi who are rich. The government has to borrow, and because dependency ratio is high.
Borrowing from
the international.
So now borrowing will improve the economy.
It will improve the economy because now why Kenyans are saying.
Sir, the deputy president said that we met a very, very devastating situation of a bad economy, which was destroyed by the previous regime. Then he said that we are working up on clearing debts to help us improve the economy. But now, borrowing and paying, are those two related things?
Can I tell you something? In economics, you clear a debt and
you have taken me to economics now.
Yeah,
you are very diverse.
you clear a debt and you borrow another one because your debt limit now has risen up.
But has it been cleared? The situation of Kenya, is it clear?
A lot of debts have been cleared. That's why the government is coming to borrow now from the Kenyans. Yeah, we have external debts. When the government curb the international debts and come to the grassroots, and now we have the external debts, it will be the best thing because the money will be circulating in our economy. It won't be going outside now. No, and also why economy has really done this is the fluctuation of the dollar. The dollar has risen up, and why it has risen up? It's because of what we went through. And we have superpowers. Superpowers can make their currency do whatever to the world. You see. Now that's why, as we are seeing, that the whole thing is getting messy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how do you convince us that the statement from the president is true?
I can convince the statement from the president is true that the economy is coming back.
And you are convincing your viewers here.
How now?
You are at least you are giving them the light. You are giving them the hope that the statement from the president is very true.
Yeah, the statement from the president is very true because if you see what the president did first is to give the subsidized fertilizers, and let me tell you, even in your homes, the thing that's consuming a lot of things is food. Food is everything. If now the food is stabilized, the economy will be back to normal because you need energy to work. Energy comes from food. So that's why the president is really working on the agricultural sector. Because if you have enough food, everything will come down. So let's first of all work on the food, on the agricultural sector. and then all the other things will sort itself.
Now, sir, I want you to get this sense. The reason why we went to the economy issue is because so many of our the most affected people are the young people. Because one, it is a situation of they are jobless, they are not recognized. Most of them are they have gone to school. You see, we've seen the deputy president that they're going for a graduation and telling people, mimi siwezi wadanganya kuna kazi Kenya. Is it true?
Everyone has an opinion to say,
But it is true. It is what he said.
Yeah, and that's a high-profile person.
So it is a concern that touches mostly the young people.
And what that is literally telling you is now the empowerment to give people, to give funds, to channel funds to the ground, so that these guys who are learned can open their own farms and work. So what that's why I said earlier, the Ministry of Youth and Sport, from the national and the counties level, needs to channel money into those ministries so that they can fund the youth who are learned, either learned or not learned, to engage in activities that are income generating. Yeah.
Okay, so the government should take an initiative of channeling money.
Sure.
And avoiding the high taxation. Will you agree for me that high taxation will not help in improving the economy?
Where do you get that money to channel?
But young people are unable to pay it. Saa hii tunaona vijana wengi wanatoroka familia. Wameoa alafu kidogo kidogo unakuja kujua sikuwa tayari.
They are not taxing the young people.
But already we are all Kenyans and we are the most affected people.
So what if you don't have a job? What tax will you pay? No tax you pay. You don't have even salary. So where? No.
Ndio manake anakuambia.
Ndio maana nasema
the economic issue
channel money so that those youth as well can help pay tax.
How do they channel money if they are still picking money from us, from the Kenyans?
So the government any government work on taxes. Kulipa ushuru ndio kujenga nchi.
Kulipa ushuru ndio kujenga nchi.
Bila ushuru hakuna kitu yote. Hata wewe mwenyewe huwezi hata fanya kitu yote. Yeah.
But
tax is everything.
But the ushuru thing should be
even in the Bible there was ushuru. So it's not something that the current government has started. No, it's way long back. Zakayo alikuwa anakota ushuru. Na sasa Mungu alikubali kukota.
Thank you so much, Mr. B. Let's have just a soft music so that we come back and for conclusion. Tumeangazia tu mengi na baadhi ya yale ambayo ameweza kutuelezea ni kwamba it all depends on you. It starts from you. It is you who will generate what you are aspiring to do ili ukaonekane and connect yourself to the right people. It's a very interesting topic today. Thank you so much, Mr. B.
Yeah, welcome on.
Now let's just briefly, as we conclude this topic, there's this issue of drug abuse. Could it be one of the issues that has buried so many talents amongst our young people?
Yeah, I can say drug abuse is one of the most thing affecting youth, because I have literally I lost 2 friends to drug abuse.
You lost, sorry.
Who are very talented, extremely talented. Because I've never seen even strikers in Kenya who can do what one of my friends could do. So I can say, if you want to curb this issue of drug abuse, I think the government should ban things up to a certain age, not just 18. I think they should get it higher to 25 years or such. Because engaging in this thing, immediately when you get to 18 years, it's always a peer pressure that when you are 18 you are a grown up. No, there are things that you cannot articulate by yourself. You're still very young. I wish the government can extend it to around 25 years. They can give an idea at 18, but they extend the abuse of such alcohols and such to around age of 25. When someone gets mature to an age of 25, he will not even see the need of taking again these things. Because most of them engage in such things because of peer pressure. They're driven by the elders, so such things that they don't know. You see, they are lured into things that you are getting lured into such things that if you get this, you get high or such. What high for? You better get high for something that it will benefit you instead of getting high for something that will just kill you. Yeah, literally. Because me, I'm a reformed human being as well, so I used to. There was a time I used to. So I left. So I'm speaking as something that
You're a victim of the same.
Yeah, I'm speaking of something I know that. So, but literally, I came and stopped by myself. No one even.
No one told you to.
No one told me to, because
no one pushed you to the corner so that you.
I even didn't see the need of it at the first place, because what for? I'm just using my money to take things that are not. One, they are not healthy. They are not beneficial. They are just there. There are things that will keep you just hyper for a moment, and tomorrow when you get back to your senses, you are like, what did I use the money for?
So you say the government should ban the abuse of drugs.
Yeah, they should.
They should increase.
They should give the gap, the age period of like. I hear
from
alcohol.
18 years
I hear alcohol says do not sell to a person under the age of 18. They should say do not sell the person under the age of 25. Yeah.
What is wrong in the government banning drug abuse completely from anyone?
They should not ban it because it's a business thing as well.
It's a business.
Yeah, taxes
for them.
There.
Yeah. Taxes
most families are,
it's also generating
most families are feeding on the same, so I cannot say.
But is it a good thing?
Whether a good thing or not, but it's feeding.
Because you said you buried 2 of your friends.
Yeah.
Because I don't know whether it was abuse of alcohol, banking, or anything else.
Everything. Those things are not.
I read a book which said that the richest place on earth is the grave. Yes. Because so many talents, so many opportunities, so many people who are great are buried there.
And it will remain the richest. Yeah. It remain the richest.
But we can change the notion. It can change.
It can change, but you see what? We can only change the notion, but eventually we will die.
We will. Yes, it is. That's obvious. But now the reason why we are saying this is because so many talents are buried there. So many talents which were not used.
Let's say so many talents that are not exploited are buried. So we need time to exploit the talent fully. So the time it's going to die, it has been exploited.
Meaning drug abuse is the greatest thing that is bringing this issue.
There's nothing higher than drug abuse issue in the whole world, not just Kenya, in the whole world. So I think the whole world should come together and ban the thing and give the
ban it completely.
They should give the youth another thing, wiser way to do their things in leisure time rather than just doing drugs and stuff.
Introducing activities that will keep them busy.
They should even connect Wi-Fi all over.
They connect Wi-Fi all over?
Yeah, people should.
This is very interesting.
You know what? You know when you have network.
Lakini msee wa jaba si bado anaingia tu WhatsApp.
Hizo vitu hata zibana.
Anaenda tu
kwa tu kitu ku export to another country, export we. All we need is cash, so we'll remain cash and healthy. You know, in any country, when youths are dying, you don't have future for that country. Youths are always the future of the country. So, and if you start having the unfunctional brains in the country, the country is dying. Actually, the government should be always keen on their youth. Everybody should be keen on their youth, even in homes in our backgrounds, in our localities. All societies know that youth is everything.
Let's have the channel. Where does it begin?
It begins obviously with your parents.
Your parents.
Yeah.
Or we say yourself. Ama tu tuanze na mzazi kwa sababu ya the tender age.
Yourself and the parent. Yeah.
And then
parents should give you the right way. And then when you go out there, now the government should also ban these things and say put an age gap between to extend to 18 years and such. Not sell to person under the age of 25.
So after the parent we go to
the parent is the government, it's the area chiefs and such, and it goes up. Like that,
The circle continues now. Wow, this is very interesting. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah. So, mtazamaji wetu siku ya leo, tumekuwa na mjadala tu hapa kuhusiana na mambo ya vijana na mgeni wangu ameweza kutuelezea kwamba ni vizuri sana tujihadhari. Vijana wengi ni vizuri sana tujitokeze kabisa, tuonyeshe kwamba talanta zetu, tuko na talanta na tuko tayari kuzifanyisha kazi. And we've touched on the drug abuse issue, which has become a rampant issue in our community, in our towns, in our cities. We have a lot of young men there idling, just abusing drugs, and it is very, very, very much important to know that it is your life is your life, na ni vizuri sana ujiangalie. So thank you very much Mr. B. Homba kura sasa. Na utuelezea kinagaubaga ile kitu unataka.
Nataka kusema unajua siasa ni hakuna siasa ndogo. Siasa ni siasa.
Lakini yeye haijachacha sana.
Atakuwa nataka ichache sana because you know politics bring divisions. And it creates small things, pettiness of enmities and such. Hatutaki siasa ya enmity, tunataka siasa ya undugu na umoja na usawa. Actually the UDA party what he's trying to do is usawa na umoja, because if you look even at the post everyone is vying for, they say that the gender thing should be well considered. Like in a delegate of 13, at least 4 should be women, ladies. So tunataka siasa ya usawa na umoja na kuleta watu pamoja. Mimi naomba tukura ya professional Kajiado East, which is actually is delegates who will vote. It's not the wananchi will vote.
Delegates.
Yeah, it's not wananchi will vote.
Sio sasa wananchi wa kawaida.
Sasa kazi ya wananchi.
Delegates ni kina nani?
Nyinyi kazi ya wananchi ni watu watachaguliwa from ward level coming up to the constituency level. Because I'm a candidate of constituency level. Yeah, that's where I'm vying. Sasa mimi naomba
ni manake nilikwambia wewe upendi huku
kwa wananchi
kucheza huku
kwa wananchi mimi naomba maombi. Naomba maombi.
So unaomba wananchi ama delegates?
Maombi ni ya wananchi, muniombe.
Maombi.
Yeah,
maombi ile ya Mungu.
Yeah, mimi muniombe.
Okay.
Delegates wako touched one ichague.
Kwa hivyo unahitaji tu maombi kwenyu.
Mimi nahitaji maombi kwenyu. Yeah, na mkiniona mnisalimie juu mimi ni mtu mzuri sana. Mimi kunje watu wanajua mimi mtu mzuri. All along I've been a good person to people.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm full of wisdom as well, so I can share. Yes.
Thank you very much. We will have you here more and more very many times. Kwa hivyo umesema unataka tu maombi.
Mimi nataka maombi.
Tukimaliza show tunafanya ibada ya maombi.
Delegates waenda nichague huko mbele.
Okay, sawa. Thank you very much. This has been Mr. B mwenyewe.
Yes.
What are your last words for your people?
My last word for my people, according to the topic of the day, is kwanza vijana jiathari, tuangalie tusijiingize kwa miadarati kiholela. Kwa maana tunaharibu maisha yetu. Actually at the end of the day you are ruining your life. Not most of them might think that's someone's life. No, it's yours life. True. It's your life first. Make your life priority, make yourself priority. Actually make your issues priority before anybody else's issues. Because at the end of the day it's your happiness, it's your life. You know, tomorrow you have kids to just like your parents nurtured you, you have also a generation to nurture. You see, so mind of what you digest in your body. Do not engage in things that are not okay to yourself. And nataka kuambia wananchi juu ya serikali, subiri serikali. The government is working and the government has good plans for the wananchi, because generally a country without wananchi is not a country. So la serikali iko na mipango kwa wananchi wake.
There is some sort of impatience that is coming to us.
Of course any human being is impatient. When things are not working the right way you want it. And that's why even in the Bible Mungu alikuwa anasema may your will be done. It's not a will, because the will of human beings is so wicked and it's fast. Haitaki vitu. So you need the will of to be done in a slowly way, and strategically, so that we cannot mess somewhere else and
Okay.
go back where we yeah.
Thank you so much, very much Mr. B. Thank you very much. We are very much. Nafikiri tumepata hekima ya kutosha siku ya leo, and this is very important. It's very important. I think you now qualify to come back here for some more. Give us some more dose.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Lakini pia lazima tuonane nyuma yake. So thank you our beloved viewers. We are very much. Kumbuka kwamba pia unaweza kutuma maoni yako pale na utuelezee yale ambayo unaonelea ama yale maoni yako kuhusiana na vijana na talanta. Tunafaa tukuze talanta kwa vijana wetu. We need to create a room of surviving in life and going together. You see how our economy, though Mr. B ametuambia hapa kwamba ni vizuri we become patient. Otherwise tutafikisha hapo kwa leo. Tukutane kesho mapema tu asubuhi ndani ya Changamka Show, ambayo tutakuwa tunakupatia mambo kadha wa kadha tu tena kuhusiana na kaunti yetu pamoja na taifa letu tukufu. Otherwise we wish you a nice day. My name is Simon Mupel. Bye bye.